This isn't just a fancy sign in left field. This has become the reality of Southern Miss baseball. After 46 wins and a second straight Super Regional, the Golden Eagles are growing accustomed to winning. For the final time, the high school football season concludes here in Oxford. We got a great ball game going on as we speak. Oak Grove and Starkville. Southern Miss rode a 6-game win streak into the Knoxville Regional. That was snapped this afternoon. Indiana takes it 10-4, and the Hoosiers got the bats going early and often. 12 wins in its last 13 tries. Southern Miss is hitting its stride at just the right time. You talk about that belief because on the sideline, you saw tonight when Louisiana scored, your guys did not blink an eye. I saw guys like Hayes Maples firing up the sideline. Yep. That leadership has really stepped up later in the year here. Well, the Golden Eagles waited till the 8th inning to get the offense going last night. They're apparently creatures of habit, and the habit lately has been winning. We go to the Sun Belt Conference Tournament. Montgomery, Alabama, 1 seed Louisiana loses earlier, so this one holds a lot more weight. Southern Miss up 3-1 early, but the Trojans not going away quietly. That's Will Butcher cranking that one to right. 2-run homer ties the game at 3. Nico Mazza gives up a bases-loaded walk. It's a 5-3 advantage. Mazza goes just 3 innings. The USM offense quiet, but when the sun sets, it's rally time. They scored 5 runs in the 8th inning last night. What do they have in store now? Well, 2-on for Matthew Russo in the 8th. Slaps it into left. Nick Monaster, he's sending him, is Travis Creel. Both runs are going to score. We are all knotted at 5 apiece. With 2 outs now, the infield single king, Dalton McIntyre, slow roller. He beats it out. Russo scores. That's the go-ahead run. 3 runs in the 8th. And Southern Miss all of a sudden ahead, 6-5. Josh Ock will come in and slam the door shut with a couple strikeouts in the 9th, and Southern Miss, they stay in the winner's bracket. They get a day off. They're going to play Saturday at 9 a.m. Oh, by the way, Slade Wilkes extends his hit streak to 30 games. Another note from that game. SEC baseball going on in Hoover, Mississippi State. They get the late games over there, but they are in the winner's bracket. That game scoreless, still early. We go to Pearl now. Trustmark Park for the Class 4A state championship. It's win or go home for the Summerall Bobcats. They were shut out by Ripley on Tuesday. Well, guess what? Summerall puts up 4 runs in the first, 8 through the first 3 innings, making a statement. Drew Davis slaps one in the left field. That's going to score Caden Williamson. And the Summerall Bobcats will take this ball game 10-7. The final, they force an all-deciding Game 3 Saturday.
That was kind of our focus today, to try to jump on them in the first inning. They had the momentum and try to take that away. Of course, they come right back to scoring runs. We knew it was going to take a few.
It's going to be who makes the least amount of mistakes and handles their emotions the best. I mean, if they throw long, we're going to have a different approach for him. And I mean, just anybody that they want to throw, we're just going to have to be ready and trust in our approach, just like we did today.
Well, it was win or go home for West Marion as well, do or die in the Class 3A series with East Webster. Scoreless game into the 5th inning. East Webster lofts this one into left field. That's going to score a run. The Trojans just couldn't get any runs going, and they would fall on this one 2-1. They finished the year 30-12. First ever state championship appearance.
Well, we got here. We finally got over the hump. We finally made it to state championship. Got a couple really good arms coming back next year. So I mean, as soon as we get back to work, we take a week off and get back to work in the summer. It's going to be get back here and try to win it.
All right, tomorrow Taylorsville's got a shot to win it all in their Game 2 at 1 o'clock. That's it for sports. We'll have more news after this.
It's kind of like deer camp in Las Vegas. What happens out here stays out here.
The right field roost.
It's probably the most unique.
Where the Golden Eagles sit upon their perch and chirp. It's mostly friendly chatter. There was one minor incident involving a boot.
It was an actual Army boot on the end of a rope. And they kind of made them quit using it after they hit an opposing pitcher in the back of the head in the bullpen.
The black and gold have since adopted more benign traditions. There's the infamous train horn, fired off after every home run.
Used to blow car horns. After a home run, they'd blow the car horns. Figured that wasn't loud enough, so we got some truck horns and had those for a little while. Figured we could do a little better.
Not to be upstaged is the rally bike.
A friend of mine, Scott Lowry's daughter, Aniston's bike. Bullpen was chirping a little bit, and he said, take that bike down there and tell them we got their ride home.
They enjoyed several joy rides in the years to come.
We rode it down the hill a few more times and realized we were getting a little too old to be riding a little girl's bike down the hill, so I spray painted it gold, hung it in the tree with a makeshift plaque where she'll forever live, hopefully.
Each season seems to bring another character to the fold, like Petey the Rally Rooster.
Ever since we put the cat, we win.
And introduces new fans
Southern Miss to the top.
to the party out in right field.
When opponents come here, their families can't believe it. They all wish that they had the same setup.
3-4 hour tailgate that happens to have a baseball game going on.
Not only is Coach Will Hall tasked with remembering the names of 100-some-odd football players, he's got to learn the nicknames too, and there's a lot of them.
Frank Gore's Jeezy, Michael Caraway goes by Kool-Aid, Avery Hobbs the Machine. Let's see here.
Let's see if your players can help you out, Coach.
John Bowling, right guard, Sauce.
I'm thinking Tank. He's 6'7", so he literally is a tank,
I've been called Brother Bose before by Hayes Puckett. That's what he calls me all the time.
Jerquan Scott, the old lineman, call him the Don.
He just started calling me Quan the Don.
Some have multiple.
Holman Edwards has a lot of good nicknames. There's about 8. Holman Nation, Holmanator, Spencer from one of them, Yellowstone.
Some inspired by Hollywood.
I was just flying around everywhere, and they kind of gave me the name Avatar,
Oh, I got the nickname Rambo from my high school coach, Coach Meach. It was a game we were playing against Tylertown. I just went off, and he was like, that's Rambo right there.
I call Rambo Rambunctious. Okay. That's a change up.
But who has the best nickname for Southern Miss? There's some debate about that.
Rat, me. Not Dracula. Rat.
It fits him perfect because he basically the size of one. Don't tell him I said that. But
Latrell Jones is Frog.
I was going to say Frog because literally everybody call him that. People might not even know his real name. He don't even know how he got the nickname.
I got to get the real answer, but I know my grandma named me that.
Coach Hall has his theories.
Because he was just hopped around when he was a little kid.
But there's one alias that takes the cake. Or the pork.
Caleb Gardner, sausage.
Sausage.
He has sausage and he also has pork chop.
Caleb is pretty much any part of a pig that you can name. You call him ham, pork chop, sausage, bratwurst.
Getting called a piece of meat, I mean, I don't know.
About that, I have a lot of nicknames. They come up with them and, call me, and I just go along with it to have a good time, it's all fun.
It's not that you were eating pork chops.
Oh, no. I mean, I do like pork chops, but it's not from that, no.
That's all I got right now.
Okay, those are good ones.